B1 English Test GESE Grade 5 Trinity College London for indefinite leave to remain in the UK, permanent settlement, British citizenship naturalisation, and permanent residency. Self-secure English language tests.
63% of you have not subscribed to the channel yet. I know you're watching, but you've not subscribed yet. So please, if you're watching and getting help, it's a reminder, subscribe to the channel. This is Trinity College London B1 Speaking and Listening Test. In this very short video, we're going to talk about the topic, my city. In this video, I will talk about all those important questions that your examiner can ask you. Before we start, I would want you to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching and getting help, subscribe to the channel. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers. Remember, it is not possible without you guys. Let's get started. Topic, my city or my hometown. Now, what is a hometown? Hometown is a place where you're born and brought up, or you've spent most of the years of your life. For example, people who come from Pakistan, they come from a particular city, for example, Lahore, for example, Islamabad or Karachi, or people who come from India, they come from Delhi or some other parts of India. First point, weather of my city. Second point, food of my city or food in my city. Third point, people of my city. Fourth point, festivals in my city. Fifth point, famous places in my city. Even if the topic is my country, these points are very suitable. Like my country in the center. Point 1, weather of my country. Point 2, people of my country. Point 3, famous places in my country. Point 4, food of my country. Point 5, festivals in my country. Or you may also choose some other points like language in my country, language in my city, language in my hometown, or languages in my hometown, languages in my city. You can choose anything. Besides that, another popular point could be jobs in my country, or jobs in my city, or jobs in my hometown. So let's quickly talk about the points that I've mentioned. I'll start with weather in my city, in my country, or in my hometown. Now, first thing first, making sure that you know the difference between weather and season, okay? Weather is something like rainy, windy, cloudy, sunny, hot, cold, but seasons are 4 seasons: winter, autumn, summer, spring. So if the examiner will ask you what kind of weather do you like in your city, or what kind of weather do you have in your city, so you need to keep in mind that is it hot most of the months of year, or is it cold, or how's the weather, what's the weather like, what's the climate like. So you can say that, for example, let me ask you again, okay, what's the weather like in your city? I live in Lahore, so I would say it's mostly hot. The weather is hot and dry and humid in my city, or humid rarely in rainy season, but it is windy, it is sunny, or it is rainy. You have to decide by yourself what's the weather like in your hometown, what's the weather like in your city. It's not that what kind of weather do you like, how is the weather in your hometown, how's the weather in your city. It's mostly sunny, or it's mostly hot, and it's mostly dry, or it's mostly very cold, or it's mostly very windy and cloudy. I don't know, you need to decide yourself. Do let me know in the comment section what's the weather like in your city or in your hometown. The examiner can ask you what is your favorite weather in your hometown or in your city, then you can say my favorite weather in my city is cold weather and foggy weather, or maybe rainy weather. Then the examiner can ask you, what kind of clothes do people usually wear in hot weather in your home country or in your home city or in your hometown? So you can say that people like to wear a very thin fabric that is, what kind of clothes people like to wear in hot weather in your country? People like to wear thin and comfortable fabric, and people also like to wear shorts and skirts and sleeveless dresses. So examiner can ask you that what kind of food do you like to eat in hot weather in your country? So you can say I like to eat fruits and vegetables, and also I like to eat meat in hot weather in my country. In some parts of the world where the weather remains cold most of the time, they can say that in my favorite weather or in cold weather, I like to eat soup, I like to drink coffee, I like to probably eat barbecue, whatever you want to say. I'm just telling you with a point of view of people who are living in the subcontinent and the weather remains very hot and dry and humid most of the time of the year. So now moving further, examiner can ask you about famous places in your city. So for example, could you please tell me what kind of places are famous in your city? There are many historical buildings in my city. There are many famous restaurants and shopping centers in my city. The examiner can ask you, what is your favorite place in your city? You can say, my favorite place in my city is a shopping center. It is very beautiful and big. Everything is available there. Or you can say, my favorite place in my city is a historical building. It is a beautiful historical monument, and most of the tourists come and visit that place. Examiner can ask you what kind of food is popular or famous in your city. So you can say traditional Pakistani food or some traditional cultural food is famous in your country. What kind of food do people like to eat on special occasions like Eid, Diwali, or Holi, or Chinese New Year? What kind of food do people like to eat on special occasions? So, of course, in most of the countries, people like to eat traditional food from their country or cultural food from their country on special occasions. The examiner can ask you, what is your favorite food from your city? So you can say, my favorite food from my city is chicken biryani, or my favorite food from my city is chicken curry or vegetables, or anything that you like. You can tell your examiner. Your examiner can ask you, what kind of restaurants are popular in your country? Do you know about any popular or any famous restaurant in your home country? Yes, there are many famous restaurants and cafes in my city. Examiner can ask you, uh, what do you think about people in your city? Are they friendly or non-friendly? Then you can tell, in my city, the people are very kind and very friendly. Do you have any friends and family in your city? Of course, I have got many friends and family in my city. What kind of activities do people like to enjoy at the weekends in your city? People like to play cricket, people like to watch films, or people like to meet their friends at the weekends. Examiner can ask you, what kind of clothes people like to wear when they go out. People like to wear casual or traditional clothes in my city when they go out. What kind of jobs are popular for people in your city? Most of the people are teachers, engineers, or laborers, and some of them are uh, doing business, and most of them are doing jobs, right? So corporate jobs are very popular in my city. Examiner, could you please tell about food we've done, weather we've done, people, famous places, and what else? Yeah, now let's quickly talk about festivals in your city. Examiner can ask you what kind of festivals do people like to celebrate in your city. People like to celebrate religious festivals like Eid, Diwali, Holi, Navratri, and Chinese New Year, Christmas, New Year. I mean, like there's so many religious festivals for all kind of religions. People like to celebrate national festivals like National Day, Defense Day, or Independence Day. People like to celebrate seasonal festivals. I am very sure that in most of the cities, people celebrate spring festivals, winter festivals. There's summer festivals too, where people go to a place and there are pools there. People like to have some drinks together and enjoy, and there are food stalls around. Then there are other commercial festivals like book festivals, educational festivals, musical festivals. Musical festivals are called concerts. So do people like concerts or musical festivals in your city? You can talk about all these types of festivals, right? Let me ask you again, what kind of festivals are popular in your city? You can tell in my city, mostly people celebrate religious festivals, and people also like to celebrate national festivals. For example, National Day or Defense Day. In my city, people like to celebrate book festivals or musical festivals or film festivals, just like that. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you've learned something, please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching and getting help, please subscribe and keep letting me know about the topics that you would want me to talk about and prepare some questions and answers for you. Thank you so much for watching.